Hello and welcome to another deck guide in Channel Duello. In this video, our selected faction will be Scoia'tael, and with the new expansion, Scoia'tael got a big boost in movement cards, particularly Gezra. And the thing is, there are many options to play Scoia'tael right now, which is really good. Precision Strike is the most popular leader ability, obviously, and you can play Precision Strike either with a Devotion deck or a non-Devotion deck, so you can really get a lot of points and have high MMR using both decks. Other than that, you can play a non-unit type control-heavy Precision Strike lists with hand boost and stuff, or you can play Guerrilla Tactics, or you can play Deadeye Ambush. So a lot of options here. And so far, I have created deck guides for two of these decks that I listed here. So I'm gonna create another one, and this will be in English, as you're hearing right now. And the other two were shot in Turkish. So if you're interested in them, you can check out my previous videos. And for now, I'm gonna be focusing on Precision Strike non-devotion in this video. And as I said, both versions are really strong, and there are some pros and cons for both versions, so I'm going to be talking about each of them. And there are some core cards in Precision Strike's this movement list, let's say Gezra's Precision Strike list. And well, this card is really strong, one of the best cards in the game right now, and it's probably the best card of Way of the Witcher expansion, or one of the best cards. Well, Gezra is really let's say nice payoff cards if you manage to form a long row, especially if you can line up your units on your range row. Gezras will provide a lot of points for you, and this is an engine card, so he will keep producing points for you for the last 3 rounds, because he has Adrenaline 3 on him. So if you play him earlier, he's not going to bring you a lot of values. In addition to that, if the opponent isn't careful and putting a lot of units on the melee row, that's going to really do wonders for you, because Gezras will hit all the units by 1. So this is an amazing card, but the opponents are experienced, especially if you're playing on high ranks. They will be careful, to avoid putting their units on the melee row. Anyway, even if they don't put a single unit on the melee row, Gezras will provide a lot of value on your long range row, and you can create a long range row here. How? Well, the leader ability is amazing. It's Precision Strike. This is a classic Scoia'tael leader ability, one of the most popular ones. And you have 3 charges. Each charge can give you one hit. And when your charges are used up, you can spawn and play Brokilon Sentinel. And if you can manage to hit Deathblow, you can spawn 2 more Sentinels from your deck. Not spawn, but summon or deploy. So, and if you can do that, you'll have a long line all of a sudden. And then use your finishing cards like Great Oak, for example. Great Oak loves, again, long rows, so maybe you can play Gezras in one of the rounds and Oak in another round. So you have, let's say, win conditions, more than one win condition. Other than that, there are other options to produce long rows. Zoltan's Company is doing that job. This is not a very good card, but in this deck you kind of need something like this. Putting 3 units on the board at the same time is great. And there is another big payoff card for creating a long row, which is Gaten. This is also one of the best cards in the new expansion. And if you manage to again form a long row, when you play Gaten, all the cards in the row will move to the other row, and for each card moved, you're gonna hit a random unit by 1. And if you can somehow combine this with Zolblathana Sentry, because when you move an allied unit, he's gonna boost them by 1, so you can put the sentry on the range row and then use Gaetan. and it's going to create a lot of points for you. And there is also another option. You can put Dolblath and a Sentry as the first card in the melee row, and then play Gaetan, and you're gonna get even more points. So that is also another option. So row placement is really important in this deck. You should be careful and count the cards, how many slots do you have left, and so on. So if you're playing against Nilfgaard, and if Nilfgaard is putting a lot of spies on your row, they're gonna spoil your plans. So you should be really careful when you're playing against Nilfgaard. But if the opponent isn't, interfering with your rows, you're gonna have a pretty good time with planning. And also movement is important. So if you plan to, let's say, play Gezras, you should have rows in the range row. You can make a decision like, play your units on the melee row, play Gaetan, move them to the range row, and then play Gezras. So, but again, be careful with the row placements. You may run out of room in some games, but not as much as the Devotion version. Because Devotion has many options to fill your rows. Well, I'm using Zoltan's Company in this deck, but with Devotion you have Oak Critters, which are really nice in creating long rows. And the Devotion version is also using Aethne. Aethne is also a great card, especially for bleeding, and then again another option for creating a long row. So the Devotion version has more options. So you should be careful when you're playing your leader in this version, and even this, let's say, bad card is really crucial in this deck. And why are we playing non-Devotion then? Well, you can play Karathi Heatwave, because Devotion version is kinda helpless against very tall units and artifact scenarios. So there is no way they can, let's say, Heatwave a Passiflora or Masquerade Ball. Well, this deck does have that option. Although you cannot tutor it, but with thinning cards like Brokelon Sentinels and Mahakam Volunteers and Novigrad Injustice combo is again here. And if you manage to play those cards earlier, so it is really possible to reach your Heatwave. And for nature cards, you have tutor actually, Call of the Forest. You can play any Squirtle unit from your deck and boost it by one, not nature but Squirtle. And you also have Fov. If you somehow, cannot draw your Call of the Forest, Fov will draw it for you. If you have both Call of Forest and Fov, Fov has other options as well. Well, this Zoltan's Company is a nature card, so it is also a target for Fov. Other than that, we have two nature rebukes. Fov can draw any of these, and we have Forest Protector as well to play with Nature's Rebuke. You can replay one of the rebukes with Forest Protector and give you a lot of tempo points when Forest Protector comes into play, especially if you can hit the death blow. Forest Protector will play for 12 points for you, and maybe kill a valuable engine on opponent's board. What else do we have here? Well, Treant Boar is not a bad card at all, and there are some Dryads in this deck, and if we have a Dryad, well, Boar is gonna get Zeal, and with Zeal you can hit 2 points. So even if the opponent removes Treant Boar from the game, you're gonna get your 7 points from him. And if you have a Sentry on the board, whenever Treant Boar moves, Boar will be boosted as well. So again, there is a really good interaction with the Sentry. And we have 2 more engines, Dryad Matron. Every allied turn on turn end, move to the rightmost spot on this row, and then boost an allied unit to the left by 1. And she really goes well with sentries. So whenever she moves, she will be boosted, and she will boost the unit to the right. Again, row placement is crucial, so you should be really thinking about the next moves. Who am I gonna put next to Matron? Because Matron will always be on the rightmost side of the row at the end of turn. And Cat Witcher will be moving from melee to range row and hit the opponent's units. He will start hitting by 1, but when you have 4 or less cards left, he will start hitting by 2. So this is an amazing engine in my opinion, and kinda needs a nerf. So if you somehow manage to put these 3 bronze cards on the board, you can win the round easily. Sentry, Matron and Witcher, and maybe another card on the board, and you just set it and let it go. they're gonna produce a lot of points for you automatically. And what else do we have? We have 2 dwarves, Pyrotechnician, and you have no Novigradian Justice, so having only volunteers is not enough. You need a couple of dwarves so that you won't break your Justice. And Pyrotechnician is really popular nowadays because this guy is really good when you're playing first. So this is a really good proactive card, and the opponent will think twice before putting any unit on the board. So suppose you're playing a mirror match, and the opponent will not be able to play his Cat Witcher or Matrons or even the Sentries, because when you click on it, it's gonna go and hit it by 4. But Pyrotechnician is only good for that condition. I'm gonna show you some sample games. I played against Nature's Gift, and Nature's Gift kept producing those 1 power Trions, and Pyrotechnician automatically became irrelevant after a while. And we have a single Tampering. You can select to use Caress, Dryad's Caress, because you have Dryads, but Tampering is better. Why? Because we have 2 Pyrotechnicians in this deck, and playing Tampering on Pyrotechnician is really a good combo, so that you don't lose any points when you use the order ability of that crazy dwarf. And that's the deck. This deck is quite popular. You can also find this on Team Leviathan's deck lists. I think it works well. You can make some adjustments, like adding the Isengrim's Council to the lists, but you have to remove something else to put it here. Maybe Trent Boar or Fav, but Fav is really good. I wouldn't recommend. So this deck is really good optimized in my opinion, so you won't regret when you're playing it, but you need to have several games under your belt to get the feeling of it, because again, the role placement is important, timing is important. This is not an easy deck to pilot. And finally we have Crystal Skull as the stratagem here. You can feel free to use tactical advantage. That's also good. But we have Nilfgaard, a lot of Nilfgaard decks on the ladder, so against locking units, Crystal Skull is pretty good, and it can be good against Syndicate as well. So when they poison your units, you can use your Crystal Skull, not purify the poison, but you will disable the second poison when you use Crystal Skull. So that's not bad. And that's it. I'm gonna show you 3 games that I played last night, and they were okay games, and I hope you like them. See you at the end of the video. Bye bye. Let's get started. Okay, queued up against Force of Nature. I'd rather be facing V actually, because Thrive could be a problem, and they can have some kind of removal in the form of maybe Frost or something like that. That could really hurt me. I'll try to do my best, and I'm on red coin, which is really a positive. I have Gaeton, Zoltan's Company, a Cat Witcher, a Sentry, a Matron. Everything seems really good actually, and I think I'll keep the scent. It would be nice to have the Novigradian Justice, but this is good. This is really good. Okay, here comes Neckers. It's really important that I kill these. So I'm gonna play a Cat Witcher on the range row so that it will hit one of the neckers. And I think I'm gonna use my leader ability to kill the other one and clear the board. But we'll probably see another pair, or maybe the larvas. Yeah, here comes the larvas. Playing larvas, you know, as the first cards, I think is a better option. You know that if he played it, you know, the opposite, I wouldn't be able to kill the neckers. Okay, so what to do here? Well, I can start with Matron. I can keep on going with Matron, but if I play it, okay, it's gonna boost the Witcher by 1, and then the next turn there won't be another target for Matron. So I think it's best to play Sentry here on the range row. We'll just let these go. I think I should be able to keep up with monsters in this matchup, because the hand seems really solid. Okay, here comes a third Thrive engine. Okay, so what are my FOV targets in the deck left? Probably another Rebuke. I think I should play Zoltan's Company. If I play Matron, I need to put her here in the middle of these. Okay, she's gonna boost the Witcher, but for the next turn there won't be any target, so I'm planning to line up my units on the melee row and then use Gaten to get a lot of points, and hopefully Sentry survives. Here comes Eagern, so my opponent is probably thinking about exiting the round early. I can actually kill the Eagern with a single ping and a Nature's Rebuke. It is kinda risky, but could be worth. But my opponent didn't use tactical advantage, so I think I can still keep ahead of him. I'm gonna play Matron. One more feather and we're done. I mean, if he was planning to pass, he would have used tactical advantage, so... Okay, he was planning to use Riders. A solid 10 point plus the tactical advantage. Okay, so this could be a good time to use this. This is a bit risky. To 25. The opponent still has 3 more Thrive engines. If he passes, so Cat Witcher will go. If he passes and I pass, Matron will boost him. Okay, so this is a legit target here. I can't use my only remaining ping here. This is too risky. Maybe I wish I hadn't used the first ping, but you know, if I hadn't done that, there would have been more neckers here. Gaten is still a really solid move here. I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe cold forest into oak. It's too much. Yeah, let's play gate in here.
I admit I lost my temper.
There are armors on the board. Nice boost here, and it's gonna hit one more time. And it's gonna hit for 2 this time. This is good. So a 10-point deficit. And miraculously, nobody hit the beasts. If the beast had taken 3 more hits, I would have killed with another rebuke, either from FOV or using Forest Protector. Here comes Goliath. Is it 38? Okay, so if I pass here, Cat Witcher will come into the range row. It's gonna be boosted by 1, 36, 37. So that won't be enough.
Wind whistles, will those work?
I can play either Tampering or Nature's Rebuke. If I kill Goliath, what will be my... Yeah, I don't want to kill Goliath. Let's use Tampering on one of the dwarves here. If I kill Goliath, the Great Oak will be summoned, and I really don't want to do that. Now I'm really threatening to win uneven, because there will be, what, 2 from here, no armor left, 3 from here, Phantom, another engine, so it's 45. If I pass here, this is gonna go there to 3 points. My opponent has a passive engine there. I could use Call of the Forest, but that's really too much. I think this is fine, because the rest of my hand is really good. Now let's see if... Yeah, my opponent, if he passes, he'll pass me, so that's good. So I took a lot of from him. I didn't really play any gold cards here, only Gaten, and Gaten is really a good first round card. So no losses here in my opinion. I could be facing a bleed here. And it looks like I have the necessary tools to overcome. I really don't want to take another mulligan because I still have 4 bricks in my deck. Nice to have Gezras here. Okay, so this is kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting a pass here. So which one is the worst card? I think Matron is slightly worse than Witcher here. So my opponent has a last say, so he can play his Goliath safely. And this is really a good hand. I hope I don't throw my other bricks, and they're coming. Okay, this is great. So the only card I'm missing is Heatwave, and that's fine, I guess. This is a great first round card. At the same time, I wanna, you know, get a long row here. But maybe I think, he'll probably play one of the larvas, a pair of larvas. So I think it's safe to play the Pirate Ignition as the first card. What am I going to play with Call of the Force, by the way? This is definitely not worth pinging. Boar is also a good option here. And Call of the Force will probably call for a sentry. I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. Play the Cat Witcher and kill one of the engines, arrive engines. I'm delaying the long row, but I think it's really worth it. Why did he play on the melee row? He should be playing on the range row. Larvas. Yep, they are on the range row now. I'm gonna call for the sentry here. Actually, I can kill one of the larvas right now. And get... Yeah, let's do that. I think just I will play all the justice cards on the melee row. Looks like I won't have space for the range row. I should be really careful with playing these. What is this? Bullshit card. Hilarious. Okay, dude. Still not worth playing. That is a big threat. Here it comes. And worst target possible. Crap. I want to play Gezras, but killing one of the larvas is really important here. Fortunately, my opponent wasn't able to find the... Okay, so what to do here? If I play Oak, I can kill Noonwraith. But I'm gonna do that a bit later. Heat wave. Okay.
You bald-faced baby. Can dwarves fight?
4, 8, 9. So I'm getting the maximum points from Oak. And probably kill Moonwraith here. Six. Will this be enough? I think so. If it is Ozrel, 14 points, and 4th Rise, 18. So that's not enough for him. Well, I forgot about the larva, so that's the draw. Okay, not a bad game. That random bullshit Igni prevented my opponent from losing the game. This is bad news. If it was Ursine Ritual, you know, that would have been tolerable, but this leader with the Reckless Flurry is a problem. And my opponent is probably gonna play Dagger, and I have Heatwave for Dagger. I don't have a movement card, and I have nothing for Defender. So if my opponent draws both the Defender and Dagger, I'm screwed. In addition to that, he will have plenty of removal. Okay, so I'm playing on red coin here. So Pyrotechnician isn't great on red coin. And Tampering is really a nice fit on him. But I'm gonna throw him away. Okay. This is nice. Call of the Forest. I can call for Gaten. Hopefully. I'll expecting a tactical advantage on the Hunter, but I think he'll play Ship the next turn. Still, this is worth a lot of points, so I think it's worth playing the Rebuke here. So he must be saving the stratagem for a better card. Yep. Longship. Well, at least it's not the other Longship. So no boosts. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna use the Cat Witcher here. Or maybe. Well, he's gonna die anyway, so 1 point is 1 point. The other alternative could be using Forest Protector onto a light Longship. That's not a bad choice, actually. Yeah, let's do that. So only one Rebuke remaining in my deck, and the leader's abilities. Okay, another ship on the way. What? Roach? What the hell? Why Roach? Seriously, for 9 provision, you're using your 9 provision on Roach? This is really interesting. I think this is my... Out of these 3 cards, this is the worst one. So I'm gonna use it here and let him kill her. So Blood Eagle on 2. Protector probably, yes. Another 5 points.
That's what we are.
And Knickers. What am I playing against? What is this monstrosity? You know, I can call into 5 and rebuke, but that would be really stupid. But this is insane. What is this? I mean, are you serious? Is this guy really winning games with this stupid deck here? You know what? I'm gonna play this. Wow. And he played Blood Eagle. How many warriors does he have? "19 points. This is a lot. And the bad thing is, if I play Gaten, you know, those random pings could go to Light Longship, and Aimee Protector will be getting boosted a lot. What I can do is I can play Tampering, and that's not gonna make a lot of points, will it? Well, let me play the Cat Witcher on the range row.
I like fighting with style.
And of course he hit the armor. What else is new? Here comes the Greatsword. I'm still in shock by these two inclusions here. 17 points worth what? Why are you thinning so much? Okay, this is a good time to pass. You know, I can heat wave one of these, but you know, the deficit is too much. So I think the objective is win the first round with thinning cards, maybe. This hand is good enough. Here comes Bear Witcher, and for 5 points, what is this guy doing? Who am I gonna call in Call of the Forest, first of all? I think Oak. No, it's Sec. This is really an important decision, because if I'm gonna play Oak, I should be playing on the range row. I think it's still best to call for Gaten. Yeah, let's line up these on the melee row. The leader ability really scares me. But after seeing these decisions, the opponent probably doesn't have enough provisions to include defender. So as long as I have heat wave and there is no defender, I should be safe. And I assume my opponent is playing dagger, because why play anything else if you have a leader ability like this? Here comes the Blood Eagle, the last one. So I assume he has Herald in his hand. And going for 2-0 right now. And it would be really nice if he hits the great sword, but of course he didn't. Great job, Pyrotechnician, congratulations. And we'll probably see the location card coming there. Here comes Herald as expected. And leader ability. What is this guy doing? I think he hit leader ability, did he? Yeah, he did. What is this? Are you serious? Is this a joke?
Get out, you bony-faced baby. Can dwarves fight?
So what's next, Hemdall?
Missing legs. Need a hand? Just chop one off.
That's not nice. Okay, Matron is kinda slow. So let's count. This is the round I think I should be playing Gaten. But if I do that, I need to play the leader ability. Is it worth it? This is really a bad situation here. I don't have any. Let's play this. This is too risky. Okay, Hjalmar for. Yeah. That makes sense. So the only thing left to do is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then call for Gaten. Or maybe I should call for Oak. No.
Judge me? How dare you?
And still I'm not ahead. Fortunately, the pinks did not go to great swords. That's nice. Interesting choice.
You have my sword, and all your sack axes. There's a great deal to be learned.
Oh, Gaten is still alive. If he passes, I win the round. That's awful for me. Okay, my opponent is one card down, but I don't have anything left. I mean, I can't form a long row. This is nice. This is nice. This is not bad either. I need Oak or Cat Witcher. This won't do me any good, and yeah, I have to send this. Will he be able to kill Transpor? I think he will. He could be. He could still have Skurdal, but there probably isn't room for Skurdal here. Let's again start with Pyrotechnician. Yeah, this is not a bad. I think this is winnable. unless he plays all these thick bronze cards. Vabion into who?
Reasons for the feeble of heart.
Okay, so let's kill that, right? So maybe Pyrotechnician will have a good target after that. And Boar will have Zeal probably. So I assume I will be playing Fav into Rebuke and kill that. Pyrotechnician. Oh, he didn't kill Pyrotechnician. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I have 7 points here, at least. I don't think Fav will die. So what is the last card? Wow, why did he think about this? Are you serious?
Solo make a fine tankard.
Let's kill everything. This really was a crappy deck. Wow.
You're a fan of my work.
Nature, huh?
Ardently so.
It's rare. Precision Strike is the dominant Squirtle selection in the ranked play. And I can lose uneven here. I don't like this hand. My only chance is probably Skaten. Let's start with these Pyrotechnicians.
A wee hint. Dinny jiggle this.
I can ping and rebuke one of the Hammer Droids. And that's it. I can't use any other spells. And I don't have Heat Wave, which will be really helpful if I can somehow get around control, and that doesn't look great here. That 2-point foul. It's a bad target for Pyrotechnician. And here comes a chunky Hammer Droid.
Though trees live longer than humans, they need
And
protection.
this is terrible as well. Do you want to hit this one poor target? Definitely not. Let's try to bait out a rebuke here. I can play a Centauri and then Crystal Skull on it. And then it's gonna be 8 power, so you can't play Geralt. But we can see a Heat Wave there. Okay, just as I expected, a rebuke. Definitely threatening to win uneven here. I'm gonna try this and hope it doesn't get heat waved. And he also survives rock slide. Instead, Hamadryte is getting bigger and bigger and no. Okay. If he had done that, I would have no answers.
Yeah, I work for the police. Better than working for humans.
Crap. That's bad news. Six cards, so I can go to, I think I have to do this. And then Gaten. Oh my god, I'm getting red coin abuse so bad. This is ridiculous. Another leader ability.
Just one more feather and we're done.
Let's see if it's gonna be enough. Here we go.
I admit I lost my temper. Lost it bad.
And this will determine the outcome. If I hit these two though, that's gonna guarantee me. Well, here it comes. Yep. Okay, I did it. But I have 3 cards left. I'm gonna dry pass here. My long round is still pretty good. Heisingham's console.
No mercy!
Oh my god. For only 2 boosts. Is she worth it? Well, he has last say, so okay. I'll probably gonna draw one of the. Please do not draw Sentinel. Thank you very much. This is absurd. And I wasn't able to draw Heatwave either. This is gonna suck big time. Thank you, game.
Bet my apple you're not leave Brooklyn. Not alive at any rate. Quickly.
Okay, so this is my brick. As you see, opponent, and I'm gonna remove your symbiosis engines, but still, for each spell, we're gonna see a 2-power Triumph. So there won't be any death blows, right? Yeah, someone all copy, so I'm done. So I'm not really bothered by that. What I'm bothered by is 8 here. Are there any Hamadryades left? Yeah, there is. I think filling the row is more important here. Or not. Yeah, let's fill the row.
You baldy-faced baby. Can dwarves fight? Ah, the fish pissing lakes.
That's a bad card. I wish I had a Treant here. I could have called the forest into Treant Boar actually. But at this moment, killing the engines is important. I have 6 here. So if my opponent plays Hamadryad, I can play Great Oak, but instead plays for a rebuke on a pointless target. Okay. Should I play Sentry first or this one? Let's think. I think Catwisher is more valuable here. Catwitcher and then Gezras. Circle of Life. Does he have another one?
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
He does a lot of bronze there. These are really nice for Gezras here, and I don't think there's any cards left. Kill it.
There's a great deal to be learned.
Leas. That's a big play.
Love is the curse of racists.
Unfortunately, I have to kill this. This is worth 5 points. This is worth 5 points as well. I don't want to kill this guy. Or maybe, just hit this. Nah. Let's kill one of the elves here. Okay, so let's see. The order will be, you know, Gezras will come into the back row. 7. You know, I can play this. Does it really matter much? Three, 6, 7, 7. So the last card is Gord. He really did draw poorly here. So Gord cannot be worth that much. Okay, despite losing on even, I managed to get the win here. So playing a long round is really important. That's why I wanted to, you know, keep pushing. And despite losing a card, I mean, this was a feel-good win. Okay, and that concludes my video. I hope you liked the games you watched, and please hit the like button if you did so, and hit the subscribe button if you're liking my channel. And thank you for watching Channel Duello, and hope to see you in the future. Bye bye.